Ahoy there, and welcome to Nautical Tales and Nature Trails, recreation in southeastern Connecticut and southern Rhode Island. Brought to you by Bridget Morrissey, my wife. She produces the show, and I'll be your host. I'm Will Morrissey. Bridget and I wrote the book because there's so many things happening in the area and a lot of people moving in, whether they're building submarines or the brave souls that drive the submarines, all the students in the area, and all the visitors that are coming into the area. So we want to let you know what's happening, and this is the way we're doing it with the show. Hi, again, I'm Will Morrissey, and today we're going to be talking about Norwich and all the things that are happening up in Norwich. And today we've got Mary Riley right here and Maria Gray from Norwich to kind of fill us in on what's happening. And welcome.
Thank you.
Thank you
for having us.
Now, Mary, you've been on the show before,
I have.
you know, with the Fresh Connections group.
Yes, I was.
But Mary, I want to welcome you to Nautical Tales and Nature Trails.
Thank you so much.
And you being the chair of the St. Patrick's Day Parade and Festival, can you tell us a little bit about it?
Sure. We started the Norwich St. Patrick's Parade and Festival 11 years ago as a group of downtown businesses to kind of bring tourism to downtown Norwich. And it's kind of grown into a nonprofit organization that does many of the events that the city of Norwich has.
Well, we've got a little video to show people about that. Why don't we run that, Michael?
The Norwich St. Patrick's Day Festival and Parade will take place on March 2nd, 2025. There will be live music, vendors, activities, crafts, and more. Thanks to everyone that came out for our 2025 Gala on Friday night, January 31st. Congratulations to Grand Marshals, Steve Bousquet and Cindy Beauregard. You are both so committed to the community and truly deserving. As mentioned at the event, the board is going into executive changes in 2025. Congrats to our new executive committee. Chair, Paul Seifert. Vice President, Jennifer Graff Treasurer, Sharon Lent. Secretary, Erin Challenor. If you are interested in joining the committee or the executive board, please email Sharon at gonorwichct.com. If you would be interested in donating to Norwich Events Organization, please visit our website, gonorwichct.com. See you at the 2025 Norwich St. Patrick's Parade and Festival on March 2nd.
Now, have you been with the parade committee from the start?
I have, yes.
Oh, well then you know the whole story, huh?
I do.
Well, we've got a video about the parade itself, and maybe you can explain while the video's playing all the different aspects of it and all the different groups that are in it and all the fun that people can have.
Sure, of course.
All righty.
So the Norwich St. Patrick's Parade and Festival will be March 2nd this year. We have a whole host of activities in downtown Norwich. Adjacent to the parade, there's food trucks and crafts for kids and photos and all kinds of different things.
Face painting.
Face painting, yes. And so it's all really exciting. People come down, they bring their families. It's kind of a first taste of spring. People have kind of been inside and anxious and cold, and we're giving them something to do to get out.
You think people have been cold lately?
Yeah, I know, right? It's not at all been cold, but yes.
Gosh.
So it's exciting, and we usually have around 60 groups that march in the parade. It usually takes about an hour, a little over an hour. And it's just really exciting. People get really into it. Everybody's wearing their green, and we're celebrating the Irish heritage in the city of Norwich. So it's all really exciting to see all the local area businesses come out and participate, and all of the groups and organizations come out and, you know, participate and be a part of the city.
Now, you said the parade takes about an hour. Now, we quickly saw a little map
Sure.
of the parade route. Can you describe that for us?
Sure. So we start the parade basically right in front of Chelsea Groton Bank, and it goes down Main Street and takes a right onto Franklin Street, a left onto Willow. I always want to say Bath, but it's Willow. And then a left, and then we end up going past Chestnut Street Playhouse, and then
Up
down,
Little Hill.
yep,
In front of City Hall.
and
right
then
down
Broadway, yep, and then
Back down Main.
back to Main. There's a judging stand right in front of the courthouse.
Yeah, I think we had a picture of the judging stand under the rainbow looking with a pot of gold, huh?
Yes, yep, for sure.
So, is there a preferred parking area for people that want to go to the parade?
So we have lots of parking downtown. There's over 1,000 free parking spaces in downtown Norwich.
Oh, really?
But there's several garages. There's the Water Street garage and the Main Street garage.
Yep.
Those would probably be the two best ones to try and come into. A lot of our parade participants park in the viaduct lot. Yep, there they are, it's our judges. So I would say probably one of those two parking garages, but there's on-street parking. Streets close down starting at 10:30, 11 o'clock. But they won't close all of the streets down until just before 1. So.
Okay. We've just been watching all the past grand marshals go by, and now we got the colors being presented here.
Oh yeah,
So, but this is what we want to see.
the bagpipers, yes.
Yes.
We have 3 bagpiping units that will be attending the parade, and they always do a great and spirited job, and several of them stay after the parade, and they kind of make their way through the different restaurants and bars, kind of playing a little bit while they go.
Part of a little pub crawl.
It is. It's their very own pub crawl, but yeah,
mini
We'll
pub
get
crawl.
into that later. We've got a whole different video about pub crawls,
that's right.
you know, so. But you mentioned 60 different groups. Now we're looking at the Society of Friendly Sons of St. Patrick.
Yeah.
That's obvious, but you don't have to be Irish to be in the parade.
You sure don't.
Nope. Everybody's Irish.
That's
when
right.
We have the St. Patrick's Day parade, and I think we're very lucky in the fact that we have so many different groups that join us, whether it's a community group, whether it's a business, whether it's a bank, whether it's a group of friends that want to celebrate someone in a unique way. We're very open to who we can have in the parade, who we want to have in the parade, and we're really grateful for that. We're always
just-
looking for people to join us.
Just saw the Rose Arts group go by.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, Norwich is really known for arts too.
Yes.
Absolutely.
You know, they're part of it, and they're part of the festival part of it. Now, the parade, we're seeing a lot of great photos about the parade, and these are all off of your Facebook page. So thank you very much for that.
Yeah, you're welcome.
But besides the parade, there's a festival.
There is. So we do kind of a street festival. It's kind of in lots, so we're not keeping streets shut down after the parade to kind of allow people to go down. But we bring in food trucks and craft vendors and face painting and free crafts for kids and photography and all kinds of other things. Several of our downtown establishments have live music after the parade, so it's fun.
Yeah, we saw,
Yeah.
you know, besides the bagpipers, it looked like you had a couple bands that were on trailers that were being towed.
We did. Last year was our 10th anniversary, so we brought in an Irish rock band out of New York.
Oh, nice.
Yes.
Real nice. But there'll be plenty of music in all the different pubs that we're talking
That's
about, right?
correct.
I
Yeah.
Don't normally call them pubs, but you know, it's part of the vernacular, the pub crawl.
That's right.
You know, so the biggest pub crawl that you have probably just happened a couple months ago.
That's right.
The
Santa-
SantaCon one.
SantaCon.
We've got a little video about that. Why don't we check that out before we discuss it?
Welcome to Norwich, a city where historic charm meets modern vibrancy, where community spirit flows through our streets like a gentle river, and where celebration isn't just an occasion, it's a way of life. At the heart of this festive spirit stands the Norwich Events Organization, a passionate group of volunteers who've dedicated themselves to creating unforgettable moments for our community. Our journey began in 2014 with the beloved St. Patrick's Day Parade, a humble start that blossomed into something truly remarkable. Since then, we've orchestrated everything from grand festivals that light up our entire downtown to intimate gatherings that bring neighbors closer together. We believe that every event, no matter its size, has the power to weave another thread into the tapestry of our community. For a decade now, the Norwich Events Organization has been the driving force behind celebrations that showcase the very soul of our city. And among our cherished traditions, one stands out as a true winter spectacular, Santa Con. Picture this, Norwich's downtown transformed into an enchanting winter wonderland, where hundreds of merrymakers dressed as Santas, playful elves, prancing reindeer, and whimsical holiday characters fill the streets with laughter and joy. Our annual Santa Con isn't just a pub crawl, it's a magical journey through the heart of our city, where every corner holds a new surprise and every venue pulses with holiday spirit. The atmosphere is simply electric. The sound of caroling mingles with cheerful conversation as groups of friends, both old and new, make their way through our historic downtown. You'll see classic Santa suits with flowing white beards, creative interpretations like Surfing Santa, complete with board shorts and sunglasses, and imaginative holiday mashups that never fail to bring smiles to faces young and old. We encourage everyone to let their creativity shine through their costumes. Whether you're sporting a traditional red suit and belt, or you've crafted a unique holiday character all your own, you're adding to the spectacular visual feast that makes SantaCon so special. The creativity we see each year never ceases to amaze, from LED-lit costume displays to coordinated group themes that tell their own holiday stories. But SantaCon represents something far deeper than just a festive costume party. It's a celebration of community spirit and local enterprise. Our participating venues, from cozy pubs to trendy bars, prepare for this event months in advance, decorating their spaces and creating special holiday offerings. It's a chance for these local businesses to showcase their hospitality and become part of a tradition that grows more beloved each year. Safety and responsibility are the foundation of our celebration. We work closely with local law enforcement, transportation services, and venue staff to ensure everyone can enjoy the festivities securely. We strongly encourage all participants to plan their evening responsibly, whether that means designating a driver, using our partner rideshare services, or taking advantage of our enhanced public transportation schedule for the event. To make your SantaCon experience truly memorable, we recommend gathering a group of friends, planning your route through our participating venues, and arriving early to fully immerse yourself in the holiday atmosphere. Don't forget to bring your holiday spirit and a camera. You'll want to capture these moments. SantaCon exemplifies the Norwich Events Organization's commitment to creating experiences that bring people together. It's more than an event. It's a testament to the warm, welcoming spirit that makes Norwich special. Through every smile shared between strangers, every toast raised among friends, and every moment of holiday magic, we're building a stronger, more connected community. Ready to join the most festive celebration of the year? Visit our website at gonorwichct.com to register for SantaCon and discover our full calendar of upcoming events. From all of us at the Norwich Events Organization, we can't wait to celebrate with you and continue building unforgettable memories together in our beloved Norwich.
Now that's quite a crew you have on the steps of City Hall there.
Yeah, we usually get about 250 people.
And there were a couple little signs during that, it's not how many beers you can consume, it's how many smiles you can make.
That's right.
I mean, that's a great way to promote Norwich and the events that you're working so hard to get out to everybody,
Yeah. We do have some SantaCon regulations that involve a lot of being safe and things like that. It's not about coming out and drinking at every location, it's coming out and having fun with people that also want to come out and have fun.
Yeah, and I guess the restaurants do make a few burgers and it's from fries and
yeah, I mean,
everybody.
They'll go back to nobody can serve 250 people all at once anyway.
Right.
So people are going to filter back to where they want to be to hang out afterwards, and it's about coming out and having a good time.
And I think a big part of the parade in itself, and whether it's SantaCon or the St. Patrick's Day Parade, is helping introduce people to Norwich in a way that they might not have experienced before. Maybe they've, driven through to get to Route 2 or they visited the hospital, but they've never gotten to experience Norwich particularly downtown Norwich and the businesses that are there, the friendly residents that live there, and all the people that really make it as vibrant as we are. So it's a great way to introduce people to our city.
No, Norwich is great. I mean, there's all kinds of things happening now and have happened in the past. We'll get into that a little bit later, but you know, it is like you say, people racing to get to Hartford and you know, they've been on Route 2 and they just stay on Route 2 or you know, have to go to the hospital for a reason, you know, so but Norwich can have a lot of fun, you know.
Yeah, we do.
And I mean, we just saw a good one about the Christmas spirit with SantaCon.
Yeah.
But Winterfest, you know, tell me a little bit about Winterfest.
So Winterfest is our holiday lights parade.
Yeah.
And so it used to be during the daytime, and 3 years ago, after COVID ended, we decided it was a good point. We've been talking about turning it into a lights parade for several years. And after being off with a break, we decided that was a good time to bring it back in a way that we really wanted to see it be. So.
Well, we've got a video. Why don't you tell us a little bit about while the video's running?
Sure.
Wow, that's a lot of lights.
That's a lot of lights, yes. So this is the Santa float. And we have students from the Norwich Free Academy that come down and help us carry banners and do crafts with kids.
We follow the same route as what we would follow for the St. Pat's Parade. All the parades that we host in downtown follow the same route, so people can be familiar, find their favorite place to park, find their favorite spot on the sidewalk to view all the activities. Lots of our participants and walkers in the parades often hand out candy for kids or little giveaways. We do not throw candy, it's not safe. We always try to be respectful of our visitors and their kids and their families, so we don't throw, but we do hand out a lot. I've personally walked in the parades doing that, and it is ultra fun. If you have a group that you want to do something fun, maybe with your staff or your family, walking in one of our parades is a great way to do that. You really get to connect with the crowd. Winterfest is a great way to do that. Again, during a time of year where we don't get a lot of outside activity, this helps people get out of the house a little bit and do something fun, do something different.
Yeah, I was telling you beforehand that I was part of the Greater Norwich Chamber of Commerce a few years ago. There was another group that was marching in this from the ice skating rink.
The Norwich Ice.
Yes, the Eagles and the
hockey players.
The hockey teams.
Yep, the hockey teams.
I have a grandson that played for 6 years there. Graduated from Stonington High School last year, but he'd been on that team for a number of years. So I've been at Norwich ice skating rink a whole lot over the last few years. You know, but this is nice where you're inviting people from outside of Norwich too, with you know the Grasso Tech and.
Well, it's really a regional parade. If you think about, you know, who has light parades, who has St. Patrick's parades, who has, you know, pub crawls and fireworks, there are very few towns in our area that actually host that. And so we want everybody to feel comfortable to come to Norwich and treat it as their own parade. Come join us. We're still taking reservations or registrations for the St. Pat's Parade. So even if you're not from Norwich and you want to put your group in and get acquainted with Norwich, we'd love to have everybody. But it truly is a regional parade. We've got fire departments from surrounding towns and businesses that aren't in Norwich and schools that aren't from Norwich. So, you know, we're a smaller region, and so oftentimes we, you know, shop in different locations, and people are coming to Norwich to shop and do business. So we would love for you to join us on your fun times too.
Oh, the witches are out in Norwich for this parade, aren't
this
they?
Is the that's the Norwich.
Oh.
Norwich.
The Norwich. Yeah.
Okay.
She makes a visit to most all of our public events. That's Deanna Rhodes. She is our Director of Planning and Zoning. And she contributes a lot of merrymaking activity with dances and cackling contests and themed outfits for whatever the event is. She brings her dance troupe with her. They perform during the parades and events and really brings a fun, sometimes spooky vibe to our public events.
Well, it looks like Dime Bank likes to be involved.
They do. We have a great great bank community in Norwich. Being as old as we are, several banks in downtown, and they love to participate. We'd love to have them be part of this really beautiful, fun evening that we get to have.
It's great seeing how many groups you have in here, and it's not just things like, sports. There's so many public organizations.
Oh, yeah. All the nonprofit organizations usually participate. If you want to get your group out there and show everybody that your group is in Norwich, this is a great way to do it. A lot of organizations kind of operate behind the scenes and they don't always get recognition. And this is a great way to be able to do that. Blooming into Greatness is an amazing dance troupe, and they work with young people in our community. It's such an amazing group, and we love to see them out there. We get some awesome floats.
Yeah, we do. Really good. And they get competitive, these floats, because, we do judge the floats similar to how we would judge for a Halloween event that we host or co-host. And you'll see on the video their best float is the winner, best holiday spirit. We want people to have a good time preparing and anticipating the event, not just being physically present. And you get to create something fun and unique and get a little competition out of it too. And we really, really enjoy seeing people's creativity and their camaraderie while they get to build a unique float. It's really cool.
I mentioned earlier that you'd been on the show with Fresh Connections, and they've bounced back and forth a couple of times. I know they meet at Chelsea Grattan down in,
right here.
You meet in Chelsea Grattan, right next door here. But they've also been up to your place.
They have. They've been up to Foundry. They have. We do host an occasional Fresh Connections meeting in beautiful historic downtown Norwich.
It might be a little cold to get all your women to march in the St. Patrick's Day parade.
Listen, we bought some Fresh Connections sweatshirts a couple seasons ago, so I might be able to convince the ladies to march in one of these parades.
Yeah,
Or maybe we could have them come down for the fireworks. We could maybe
for sure.
Have them buy a table and support.
Well, speaking of fireworks, that's one of the events that you have other than what we've been discussing. And Michael, if you could run that video for us.
The Norwich Events Organization, affectionately known as NEO, strives to create memorable experiences through its diverse events. These include First Friday, a monthly downtown celebration of art, music, food, and community. Local artists showcase their work, bands perform, and restaurants offer diverse food and drinks. The St. Patrick's Day Parade and Festival is a party and a half. The Norwich Harbor Fireworks is an impressive annual display around the 4th of July, best viewed from spots like Howard T. Brown Park. The pub crawls in Norwich boast a vibrant pub scene, making it ideal for themed pub crawls like a Roaring Twenties event, Halloween costume crawl, or the festive Santa Con. These involve participants moving between pubs, often in costume. And the Winterfest Parade and Festival is always a favorite. NEO relies on fundraising to make these events happen. Key initiatives include the annual gala, a major fundraiser featuring dinner, a silent auction, and raffles. The Winterfest Cornhole Tournament is a fun competition where proceeds benefit NEO. The Christmas Giving Stroll, Tree Auction, is a chance to bid on decorated trees and adds a festive flair to our fundraising. NEO uses online campaign platforms like GiveButter for raffles, auctions, and direct donations. These fundraisers are vital for NEO to organize events, enhance the community, and promote Norwich. You can support the Norwich Events Organization by participating in the raffles and auctions, attending events, donating, or volunteering. Your support ensures a vibrant Norwich events calendar. More information can be found at gonorwichct.com. Thank you so much.
Yes, you got to have people sponsor these events, so it's always great that you can get the word out and get people to sponsor or volunteer or donate, you know. So anybody that wants to do that, they can go to gonorwichct.com, right?
That's correct. And there's under the About Us section, there's a information page where you can find out what sponsorship would look like.
Well, for people that just keep driving on Route 2, we've got a quick video about history of Norwich. So if we could play that.
Norwich, the Rose of New England, a city steeped in history, bursting with present-day charm, and just generally a delightful place to be. It's not just museums, folks, though those are fantastic too. Norwich is so much more. Let's peel back the petals of this rose and see what treasures lie within. First, a little trip down memory lane. Norwich practically birthed America. Okay, maybe not single-handedly, but it played a huge role. Founded way back in 1659, talk about old school, this city has some seriously impressive historical connections. We're talking Benedict Arnold. Yes, that Benedict Arnold, born right here. It's a from rags to riches to infamy story, and Norwich is where it all began. We won't hold it against them, though. Everyone has a slightly embarrassing relative, right? Samuel Huntington, a true patriot, signer of the Declaration of Independence, president of the Continental Congress. The man was a legend. Norwich can proudly claim him as one of their own. Christopher Leffingwell. This guy was the Revolutionary War's equivalent of Amazon Prime. Supplying the Continental Army with everything they needed, he was a real hero behind the scenes. No Leffingwell, maybe no America. Okay, slight exaggeration, but he was important. And let's not forget the original residents, the Mohegan tribe. Their history is woven into the very fabric of Norwich. Check out Uncasleep, a truly breathtaking spot, and pay your respects at the Mohegan Burial Ground. It's a powerful reminder of the land's rich heritage. From its indigenous roots, Norwich blossomed into an industrial powerhouse. The 18th and 19th centuries saw mills and factories popping up along the rivers, creating a bustling hub of activity. The majestic Pu Ni Ma Mill in Taftville is a stunning relic of this industrious past. Now, about that Rose of New England nickname. It's not just a cute saying. The rolling hills and picturesque landscapes really do resemble rose petals. And to prove it, Norwich has its very own rose garden. Imagine over 2,500 rose bushes, all vying for attention with their fragrant beauty. It's a sight and smell to behold. Beyond the museums and history, Norwich offers a delightful mix of culture and leisure. The Norwich Arts Center is a haven for creativity, showcasing exhibitions and performances. Down by the water, the marina at American Wharf is the perfect place to watch the boats bobbing and enjoy some delicious seafood. Nature lovers, rejoice! Norwich is surrounded by parks, forests, and rivers, practically begging you to explore. Mohegan Park, the city's crown jewel, boasts trails, picnic spots, a beach, the works. Pack a lunch, grab your hiking boots, and get ready to reconnect with Mother Nature. And for those who like a little extra excitement, Norwich's proximity to Mohegan Sun and Foxwoods means world-class entertainment is just a stone's throw away. Whether you're into gaming, shows, or just people watching, you'll find it all nearby. So, there you have it. Norwich. History, nature, culture, excitement. It's got it all. Come discover the Rose of New England for yourself. You won't be disappointed.
Well, there's so many things to talk about in Norwich, and I'm so pleased that you were both able to come in and tell us a little bit about all the different events that are happening.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
You know, so really quick, if people want to volunteer or get in touch, you got a website?
Sure. GoNorwichCT.com.
Now, is there any other way to get in touch with you, or is that the best way?
All of our other contact information is on the website.
Okay.
So there's contact information for all of the different chairs of all of the different events. And you can either message us through the page or visit us on our Facebook page. That's a great place to be able to get a message out there.
Well, thank you both for being here. The half hour goes by so fast. You get so much to talk about, and we only have so much time. So just want to say thank you for tuning in, and we'll see you at the next one.